Big up, everybody. It's your boy, Crazy here and all Marken. What's good, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. AMORIM, youth and identity, the focus. Connecting the youth teams with the philosophy of the first team is the first major project and task. Now, also, AMORIM has been talking. Guys, I did a video this morning, but I messed up. I should have stayed on screen and commented in between because then it was taken down by YouTube. I got a little bit of a warning for that. But, you know, it is what it is. You know what happens sometimes. They make it difficult for us. You know what I mean? So I just deleted the stream. So, guys, let's talk about it. You know, we hear a lot about what AMORIM has been talking about. You know, he's here. He started today. Work permit is activated. Everything is a green light. Training session underway. Guys, what are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking, because there's a little bit of moves and magics happening, possible rumors and stuff. You know what I mean? But let's get into what, you know, Ruben Amorim was talking about, because, as you know, he's here to build for the future. You know what I mean? He needs to establish something, give an idea so that the people, the fans, everyone can get on board, you know what I mean, and believe in the project. It's one of those things, guys. It's just how it is. What can I say? You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. You know what I mean? Big up to all of you joining. It's your boy. You know how it goes. You know, smash a like and subscribe. Don't forget to share it around as well. It really helps the channel grow. I know I was ill last week, guys, so I couldn't do any streams. So I apologize for not being around to keep you guys updated last week. But I'm back and I will be in action. And you guys will be getting as much information as humanly possible from your boy, Marken. You know what it is. So keeping in upward times and what's happening and all that we know is going on currently with the different and various parts of the Man United project that is in a rebuild. You know, AMORIM is a good decision. And he's been talking to the press. He's had his first interview. Manchester United unveiled him. And guys, it is one of those things where it's going to be very, very interesting to see how he reacts and deals with the situation as it unfolds, because, you know, he's new to the Premier League. He has a major task on his hands. Of course, you know, he is a top coach. We expect great things, all of us, including myself, you, the fans. We are hoping that he's going to achieve greatness, you know, at Manchester United. But he's not going to start off, and it might not be all great. He could start off with a winning record, and it could go on to be a dynasty, guys. But he could have a few bad performances. We need to back the manager. Look at what he's doing over the course of 10 games. Hopefully, we're going to see the idea of what he wants to do, you know, and hopefully we're going to see it implemented as best as possible. We know some of these players might not be in line identically with the style of play he wants to play. Some of them might be able to adapt. Some may not. Some may have to be moved on. So it's one of those things where we as the fans are going to have to be observing the scenario as it unfolds. There's a lot of interesting news to be had and a lot of interesting news going around at the current moment. And there are lots of talks, you know, that, you know, coming out about Ruben Amorim and what he's expected. You know what I mean? People are talking a lot about, you know, the fact that Paul Pogba is possibly training at Man United for a couple months while he gets himself back fit. Is Man United going to sign Paul Pogba? Well, of course, you know, he's on a ban until March. So if it happens, it's not going to happen anytime soon. So, guys, I won't stress on that. I won't think on that too much right now. He's coming to train at his boyhood club. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It does not impact what's happening right now with us. You know what I mean? It does not happen. It does not impact us at all. So what I would say is we have to focus on what is happening. And let's talk about some of the reports that are coming out right now about Ruben Amorim and some of the players that he might be interested in. As we know, Amorim has his own varying views on different types of players for his style. We know he plays a 3-4-3 system, you know, where it favors wing backs, a lot of attacking through the middle. You know, it's not the traditional wing situation that Man United is accustomed to. So it's going to be a little bit of a change going forward as we, you know, we will be adapting to a new style and lots of new happenings. Hopefully a brilliant start by the Man United manager. Let's get into a little bit of the article and hear what's going on here so that we could, you know, talk about it, guys, because you know what? it's really important that we all are on the first page. We know what's happening. We know what's going on. And Ruben Amorim is preparing to take charge of his first Man United training session today, guys. A week since he officially got to work as Erik ten Hag's successor. Indeed, the new head coach has arrived at Carrington this time last week for the first time since signing off his 2.5-year deal with the Red Devils. Now, guys, as he starts work, one of his first points of call, especially given that it was the international break, was to make a decision on Ruud van Nistelrooy's future, who he had returned the favor of the former club to work alongside Ten Hag as assistant coach. Even at that time of his appointment, plenty of fans anticipated that he'd be taking the reins when Ten Hag would eventually be sacked, and that indeed became the case at the end of October. One of the things I think Amorim would be seeking to avoid is that looming pressure of the possibility of Van Nistelrooy taking over if problems go awry. And I think that was one of the major factors in why, you know what I mean, he gave credit where it's due to Van Nistelrooy for steadying the ship, but he was not, expecting him to come in and try to mix match the team that he's already formed a unique working relationship with over the period of his career as a coach, and he would like to not, mess with that as best as possible. So he also managed to do something that, it's one of those things. So now, with Amorim coming in with his favored coaching staff, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. As we know, there's lots of players that Amorim type likes. You know what I mean? He's a fan of Bruno as well. I would say that one time. I know some of you might not be interested in that, but, it was just a taster to tell you, because there's lots of different types of players. As you know, young Quenza, guys, when I did the possible future transfer, Quenza and Gyökeres are top the list. Your boy Marken brought it to you guys first. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just trying to remind you guys that, a lot of people may say fabrication Romano, this, that, and the other. But I be bringing to you the news first because I be getting some of the information. Not all of it all the time, but some of it, I get it a little bit early, and I bring it to you guys as best as I can. And you know what? Quenda, it's looking like one of the interesting things. And if you don't know about it, check my stream Transfer Marked, and you can see Giovanni Quenda on the front of the page. So check it out. Let me know what your thoughts on Giovanni Quenda. He's a young 17-year-old about to be 18. Very, very good defensive right wing back, can attack very well as well. Very competent, as we can see his performance against Man City, getting an assist early in the game to equalize, So it's one of those interesting things. Let's see how it goes. But there's lots of young, talented Manchester United that we currently have available to us right now. Kobe Mainoo is on his way back, and he will be a crucial player. And this is one of the things that Ruben Amorim has spoken about already. The likes of Lenny Yoro, Kobe Mainoo, Garnacho might be interesting players to look at, because they are players the likes of that Ruben Amorim really likes their types. The likes of Dan Gore Jr. might see lots of favor. Who knows what could happen. There's been some reports, guys. I've been talking to you guys about the possibility that we might be going in the transfer window to bring Alvaro Fernandez back. And it's because Ruben Amorim was very looking at the youngster possibly as an option to bring into Sporting. Let's see how it goes. It might be something that he might do. Just remember the likes of Giovanni Quenda and the likes of, Victor Gyökeres are in the region of £80 million to probably pry them away. Plus add-ons, there's going to be competition. So, maybe we can do it similarly and smartly at the same time. Maybe Amorim and the way he's going to deal with things is going to be a little bit different, guys. Big up to you, Prince. Hope you're well. Big up to you, my brother. Big up to you. I will be back in the new governor. Let's hope the players cooperate 100%, my brother, because this is what we want. Bonda fan favorite, says Kazi. We need to move. Big up to you, my brother Kazi. Big up to LT in the building. What's good? Great expectations. 100%, Jack. 100%, my brother. It's the great expectations right now, to be honest, guys. And, you look at it, you look at how we built it up. A lot of different content creators have been, Amorim, the way, he's just in the same vein of the type of manager, but it's exactly what Man United deserves. I will not lie for that, guys. You know what I mean? At the same time, I would say that, we have to give a little bit of leg room for the possibility that it's not going to start amazingly well. So that one thing I would say to everyone, just keep that in the back pocket, just so that you're not really devastated if things don't go perfectly in the first few months. Now, I do expect things to always be improving with this manager. He has a really interesting personality. I really liked, when I watched his interview, his first interview as Man United manager, I felt a lot of his personality. I don't know if you guys might disagree. I think he has one of those warm personalities. He seems very flexible. He has a smile on his face, but he's a serious character. He doesn't say things lightly. He definitely is going to try to keep his word. And the way I looked at it, I think he's going to do exactly what he wants to do. And it's going to be very, very much a cutthroat situation. He looks like if you do what he likes, if you work hard for him, he works hard for you. If you're not working hard, it looks like he's not going to be battling for you. And that means you're going to be walking out the door. He looks like a serious character, guys. I kind of like the personality. So even as a Ten Hag supporter, yeah, I'm backing the new governor 100%. Big up to Jim Watkins in the building. Greetings to Professor of Manchester United. Mark, how are you, my brother? Big up to you, bro. I'm feeling much, much better today, as I was yesterday as well. But, guys, you know how it is. I'm not going to come in here and be like coughing down the entire stream. I just feel that would be uncomfortable for you guys. You know what I mean? So I just took some time to get some rest, relax, and come back and swing the punches. And guys, remember, I know all of you were here when we talked about Giovanni Quenda a few weeks ago, long before anyone saw Sporting play Man City. And what did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys about Giovanni Quenda? Everyone is talking about Giovanni Quenda now. When people said, you know what, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Who is that guy? Well, you know what I mean? You got to scout them early. Hope he brings our youth through. I think you can expect that, Richard Harper. I did an interview this morning. I did the presser this morning, but I didn't discuss in between and pause it at intervals. So it was a situation where they took it down. But if you want, guys, you could let me know in the chat. I can play some bits of the interview so you can hear some bits and parts of it. Maybe you could, let me know what you're thinking. It's just one of those things. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, everything is good. I'm back. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting and day by day. You know what I mean? Back on manager till logic ender. 100% Lumen. You must back the manager, Lumen. You must. And the reason why I say this, Lumen, is because let's be realistic. Before Erik ten Hag came here, name what has these players won for Manchester United, and I can tell you it's a big zero, because for 6 years before he came, we won nothing. So how could you be trusting the players over a manager when they, as a team for Manchester United, as a team, haven't won anything for 6 years before he came? Now, with this guy coming in, he's getting a team that has tasted some victory, they've tasted up and downs, and and some of them might be hungry for more, and some of them, they might be looking to go out the door. So this is just how it's going to be. And I just think for Ruben Amorim, he's just going to have to make his decisions, very much smartly. I think he's an intelligent guy, so I don't think we're going to have to complain too much. But we're going to have to give him some leg room to make his decisions on the starting lineup as he sees fit. And that is something that I think a lot of fans might be shaken on, because some of the players that they want to see may not be. Yeah. Still a little bit here, bro. Still a little bit here. I always back the managers. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. No manager of Manchester wants their teams from the past wanted their teams to lose. 100%, bro. I won't say they are players toxic for Amorim, bro, because for me, I have my opinion on some players who I feel just need to leave the club just based on the fact that they've either been here too long or they've done nothing. You know what I mean? And, Marcus Rashford might be on that list. Luke Shaw might be on that list. Lindelof is on that list. You know what I mean? Eriksen is on that list. I think I might even add Bruno and Dalot on that list. You know what I mean? I just being so real. Like, when I think about it, anybody who's been at the club 5 years plus, put them on the list. And everybody who's been here after that, let them get a year under Amorim and see how they do. Because realistically, guys, I'm all for change right now. And, we have to change. And in change, everything has to be new. We get a new structure, new manager. We get bring more new players, bro. Get rid of the old guys. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys. You know what I mean? I think I think he needs to just, find himself. I'm not going to go at him. I don't think anybody should be mad that he went to a basketball game. He could wear 10 chains for all I care. You know what I mean? As long as he come out on the pitch next weekend and bang a goal and a get assist, I happy, bro. I been on his track back, run blood, sweat, tears. I handle it. I don't care if you sit down and you watch Gucci Mane 2 concerts in a row, back to back, one in Las Vegas, one in Hollywood, and then you fly back Manchester. If you win on the weekend, bro, hats off to you. You know what I mean? These guys have personal lives. We have to allow them to do their thing. I think as a fan base, guys, we need to stop minding what these guys doing I know sometimes they're not doing well, but still let their private lives be private lives. Unless they're committing a crime, then I feel like we should just leave them to the devices in the private life. You know what I mean, guys? That's just me. It's a free market. They have to prove they want to stay. New blood in. Prince, that what we talking about, bro. That is what we are talking about. Good Lord, your cup is even... Yo, I just found this in the kitchen when I moved here, so it's just... what can I say, bro? Cup. You get certain fan channels who like to insult certain players, certain managers. That's not the United way. These channels driven 100%, bro. Like, I don't think it's not even a joke. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. If we crack a joke about one of the players once in a while, you crack a joke, that's cool. We'll laugh in that moment and we'll move on. But when it's like the only way you can address the player is by this name or that name, and then you want to say that you don't really mean it like that, it's just in that moment you're just mad. I mean, if you say it one too many times, I mean, come on, it's like an energy, you know what I mean? I feel like we need to kind of lift up our players, lift them up like little brothers and sisters and little young relatives that we have. They might not all be performing greatly at the moment. They might be earning 10 times more than we all earning, or 100 times or 1,000 times, But at the same time, guys, they are our team, ours. They are the ones that representing us, representing Man United on the pitch. And until a transfer window open and we buy and sell and move, they leave or what, they are ours. We need to protect these guys. At least under AMORIM, maybe we could all, hold up the white flag and step a line in the middle and say, you know what, guys, we go for the next 6 months until the end of the season, we're going to back all of you to the hill. We're going to back you guys through it all. Whatever happens, we backing you. And after the season, then we'll know whoever goes, we'll ask them out forthwith. You know what I'm saying, guys? I just think we need to take a different approach as a fan base right now. Because really and truly, when you look at some of the other fan bases that teams are successful, they're not as critical as their players as us. And yes, we are Manchester United. Yes, we are the greatest club in English history and probably will be forever and ever. Amen. But currently, guys, we are not on that consistent winning way. So until we get there, we could be critical, but we need to protect our players because they are ours. They are our guys. You know what I mean? They are our guys, all lads, all girls, all young boys and girls. They are ours. They are our little team. They are our team. They represent us. They represent United. And now, on the AMORIM, hopefully they get a little bit more of a positive vibe going because we're going to need that going forward, guys. And you know what I mean? Like, the season is still early. There's 28 games left in this season. So we have a chance. We definitely have a chance to get ourselves into top 4. And if you guys really believe the AMORIM hype, because I really think he's actually a really good coach. But I think with his personality, the stark difference in personality, I think it bodes well for the fan base and for the media. His interactions will be classic. He will be instantly liked by lots. And I think, it's going to be fire. It's going to be a good situation for us. You know what I mean? I'm very excited as well, Prince. Big up to you. LT, we need to get rid of older statesmen and those he feels are not good enough or can't play system. AMORIM should be given the chance to do this in order for us to really... 100%, bro. Very excited for our team that will be built. 100. I will be critical when needed to do it as constructively as possible, but I'm a coach. Big up to Richard. You know what I mean? Sancho is not my guy. I will be critical right after seeing the lineup against Ipswich. No more being a soft fan from Dark Row. Dark Row, well, you know, bro, for me, you're always one that's going to be ripping someone, a new one, once you dislike something. So I'm here for it, buddy. We all going to be there for it, buddy. You know what I mean? I'll try my best to calm your anger in the moments when if you see some players, maybe Anthony might start. What if Anthony starts against Ipswich, Dark Row? Are you going to be mad? I'm just asking. Big up. Sancho is very popular in Chelsea, I see. Possibly. But you know what, guys? I don't care. You know why? He's a Chelsea player. Chelsea's not finishing 14th. So he's already a Chelsea player for the rest of his life or for the rest of the tenure. And as long as he's not playing for United, I'm happy. I'm happy, guys. Because you know what? I don't want him to disrespect another manager. Plus, I don't think Ruben Amorim is going to have him. 100%. LSG, what are you saying, my guy? What are your thoughts on Ruben so far? I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen, you know, the first interview. He said in the interview some really key moments I really liked and took away from what he said. He said, you know what, guys? You know, we have to be honest and realistic. This is not the team that I had at Sporting. He said, but this is a team where I promise that you will see an idea. You know, and that idea is what I would like the identity to be. What the team will try to portray is the idea of what we are to become. So that is what he promises the fans to see against Ipswich. The idea of what the team is to become. And I think that's really amazing the way he said that. The way he translated that, I think it's golden. You know what I mean? He also spoke heavily on the youth, on promoting youth and making sure that the youth and the team, the senior team, have a close connection all the way in terms of style of play, how he expects, the type of players he expects to perform, the performances that he expects. You know, he also he met and shook every single employee's hand in the building, in and about when he came. He said he wants to be part of something. He wants to, you know, not just to be the manager. He wants to be part of the entire team. He's just one part of Manchester United. And that one part works better when all the parts are working better together. So that's one of the vibes that he has. You know, he also said that Manchester United's history is the most important thing. And all players that come into the club must be taken on a tour so that they can understand and really connect and be inspired to perform based on the history of this great club. So you guys heard what Amorim said. He said the players, based on the history of this club, they must be inspired to perform. Do you know what that means, guys? That means that they should just be inspired to putting on a red kit playing for Manchester United from the get-go. How many times have I said that, guys? Even Amorim said it. He said it in English. You know what I mean? Big up to Joe Blackman in the building. Yeah, so far impressed by his personality, confidence, and most importantly, his communication. LSG, I think this is big. I think that his way of communicating is huge. You know what I mean? Sign all future players to performance-based contracts would solve a lot of the issues too. Yeah, it would, but it's difficult to sign everyone to these types of contracts, bro. You know what I mean? Amorim has to give us a reason to start him, and surely will be that he was a great in training, but I won't buy that he should pick his lineup based on who played better during the last two games. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, I feel like, you know, I just given him the first 10 games to find some consistency in what he's trying to do and which players I'm seeing performing consistently best over those 10 games before I really criticize him. I just want to observe the next 10 games and enjoy it, see the performances, watch the games 2-3 times. And yeah, bro, that's just how I go and look at it. Big up to Joe Blackman in the building. What's good, my brother? Yo, I sent you the images, bro. I even get them. I sent you some ones that I tried resizing, but then I got them professionally resized and I resend them to you. So, bro, You have them there. Don't let me down, broski. You know what I mean? I hear all they have in that draft. Well, yeah, bro. I'm gonna get the FIFA downloaded, FC25 downloaded today. So we'll see how it goes. If a kid impresses me and an established guy doesn't, guess who starts? Bro, I don't disagree there. I definitely won't be that guy. Joe Blackman says, I can't wait to see what AMORIM can do. Well, we're going to be here for it, Joe. 100%. We're going to be here for the AMORIM watch-alongs. It's going to be a big one. Let's see how it goes. What do you know? Big up to Joe. What needs to happen is we must sign up the root of the problem. In the past, players played for the badge and for so much less money. Now they're also getting pampered and treated like property. 100%. Yeah, dig up the root. I understand what you mean, Jim. Yeah, you gotta get to the root and dig it up. You know what I mean? I understand that 100%. It's all good, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I realized that, bro. I thought to myself, you probably had them this weekend when they told me, you know, it was good. You're probably picking them up on Friday. So big up for you, bro. You know, I know how that is. I had a day of babysitting our God kid on Saturday. So it was just a little bit of that for me. So not that stressful. Big up. You know what it is, guys? So, I mean, guys, when you look at it, right, guys, with the type of players we have some young talent coming through. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of a short series coming up from tomorrow. And Thursday, we're going to have part 1 tomorrow. And then Thursday, we're going to go into like 5 to 7 youngsters. You know, I'm going to have their pictures up so you can get a reference of who they are, their names, how old they are, what position they play, their performances, last recent performances, these kind of things. You know, some interesting youngsters that we have coming through the ranks that, you know, just to look at, because I know we're looking at some of the talents we see in the likes of Fernandez, who was at Benfica, the likes of Quenda. Remember, I talked about Quenda a few weeks ago, but it's one of those things. So, as I was saying, so with the youngsters that we have, you know, I'm not saying, guys, we shouldn't go out and buy some players. I think getting a senior striker is an important situation, you know. But if we look at our academy, when it comes to midfielders, some attackers, wingers, wing backs, we have options that are probably just as good as those guys that we might look to go and spend 40 million on. You know what I mean? So maybe AMORIM might be keen to take a little risk here or there with 1 or 2 of these youngsters. You never know. I know that he really likes the look of Lenny Euro. He likes his capabilities. His team is very excited to work with Lenny Euro. So I think Lenny Euro is going to be a huge, important asset to the team. Yeah, bro. It's just that I only started getting better this weekend now, bro. To be fair, I was really down last week with the cold really bad. So, you know, so I have a little bit of a cough in between when I talk a lot. You know what I mean? But yeah, more or less 80% these days. So it's not stress, bro. Like last week too, I had a couple interviews for a new job. You know what I mean? So that was also keeping me busy last week. I had an interview this morning. I have one next week, Monday. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting time. You know what I mean? I might have to reshuffle the morning stream. I might be only able to do some midday streams and in the evening streams as well. But it's going to be something that I will work out with you guys, and definitely be having a lot of more membership content coming through for you guys. So don't worry about that. Like, I did have the video. I was supposed to collect it this week, get the email, but the guy forgot to send it to me. So I'm going to get it back soon and upload that for the members soon. So it's going to be interesting. I know we forget sometimes, but please remember to hit the like button. Yes, guys, please remember, hit the like button. You know what I mean? It helps the channel grow really well. Nice to see you, Darkro. Big up to Darkro. Kenny is in the building. Kenny is saying the 3-4-3 era starts on Saturday. Well, Kenny, we will be there for it, guys. You know what I mean? We will be doing the watch along as usual. I think we'll do one giant watch along so everyone is there together, enjoying the game together. The beginning of the AMORIM era. You know what I mean, Kenny? I feel like that might be just only right for us to all sit down and have that watch along together as a group. And it will be fun. Guys, come in, join us. You know, it's going to be a fun time this weekend on Saturday. And guess what? Next week, I will be in Manchester for the game against Bodo Glimt in the Europa. And, you know, it's going to be an interesting one, guys. So let's not forget, it's going to have Europa nights back next week, Thursday night at Old Trafford. Maybe he can get 2 wins on the bounce, one in the Prem and one in Europe. I certainly think that we're looking more likely to win the European game. I also do think we'll get a win against Ipswich. I mean, it's Ipswich, guys. It's Ipswich. It's not like we're playing Man City. You know what I mean? Big up to you guys. Don't forget. Yeah, Jim says, Jack is always early, bro. Big up to Jack. Big up. Thank you, guys. Big up to all of you coming in. So, guys, let me know your final thoughts on Ruben Amorim coming in. I know everyone is excited about the 3-4-3. I know lots of people are excitingly talking about which players are going to make the cut, who is going to be in the starting lineup. I think we'll get into something like that on Thursday. If you guys have the time, we will entertain that on Thursday. I think today I just wanted to talk about Amorim, his decision to move with the youngsters, the first 2 major steps that he's going to take in direction and how he's going to build his team. And this is what he's focusing on, identity and the bridge between the youth and the first team. These are the 2 main aspects is what his focus on. And guys, this is his first coaching session today, and he's going to have a coaching session again on Thursday. So guys, it's not like he's had coaching sessions last week because he didn't have any. He was not allowed to coach. He just got his visa was only approved today, and he could only start working today. So that session is probably going to be finished pretty soon. You know, it might be a late session today. I'm not too sure. I will be getting a little update on that. Of course, guys, you know, this evening I will be back at 8:30 UK to give you guys a little bit more updates on what happened today, what are the vibe of the players after the training session, what are the reports about it. Of course, you know, we'll be talking about that. So it's going to be interesting. It's snowing where you are, Richard. Big up to you. It's not snowing where I'm at yet, but it's certainly getting colder. Mark, will your defending level for Amorim be the same as if it was for Eric Ten Hag? I think it's going to be just as strong, buddy. The defense league is here. You know what I mean? Right here. We're going to be defending the gaff always, 100%. Because the players are the one who has to prove themselves, my brother. The players are the ones who are going to have to prove themselves. They're going to have to prove that they're here to play for the badge first before I take their side over any new manager that's walking through that door, especially when they are successful and very good at what they do. But guys, I want to thank you for joining me today. Big up to all of you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will be back with you guys later on tonight. Don't forget, back at 8:30 UK to bring you guys a little bit of a breakdown. We will also talk a little bit about some new transfer players. I will set the stream. It's called Transfer Marked. So you know what I mean? I would normally have it at midday today, but I'm putting it on tonight because the stream I had this morning was kind of, you know, thrown off YouTube. So it was my mistake, by the way, at the end of the day. So I can't stress about it. But big up to all of you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you again, Jim Watkins. Big up to you, my brother. Thank you for coming and supporting all the time, bro. I wish it was snowing here instead. We have, bro, if we could swap, I would take your weather for the next 6 weeks, bro. Trust me, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you, Prince, in the building. Yeah, Malacia made it back. Last week he played 46 minutes in the U team. He had another game this week. So let's see how it goes. I think he will be back playing again tonight. I think tonight or tomorrow night the U team plays. They play against I believe it's AK Athens. I would give you some more information on that again when we come on live tonight, guys. So join me later on if you're around at 8:30 UK. I will be here bringing you some live content. We will be talking about, you know, some of the youngsters, some of the players that might be a possible of interest, and some players in the U team that might be being promoted. Join me tonight for Transfer Marked. Your boy Mark N. Big up to all of you. Have a great night, a great afternoon. It's your boy. You know what it is, guys. Smash the like and subscribe.